A lot of us don't realise like how much energy healing work actually takes out of us and how much rest we really need. I mean, this was sparked by, I just saw a video, something about, I believe in Japan, it was about cultivation and farming methods ages ago, and they would harvest, they would plant for a month and then harvest for a month, but the rest of the year was for rest. Like, they knew that working every single day was unsustainable to maintaining full vitality and health, which was needed to be input into the seeds that we're sowing. And so, be that metaphorical or be that actual physical farming, like the energy that we put out, if it's depleted or tainted because we are in a lower vibration, we're tired, we are not committed, we're not fully invested in it, then dedication, I guess, then the results just, dwindle. And especially if we do connect with our soul, which a lot of us are coming into the remembrance of, that we are souls just in a physical, this is just I don't like the term meat suit because I don't really eat meat, but this frame, this vessel, this physical embodiment in this lifetime on this realm of earth. Lots of stuff coming through. As we connect more with our soul right now, soul retrieval, especially if we have activations of past lives that we have to go back and heal because we've been in brutal battles or been a murderer, or a variety of things that have come through to us. Regardless of what everybody else thinks, if it's just our imagination, whatever, we know what we know and what we feel in the physical body now and how it's connected to past lives. And that can take a lot of energy. A lot of rest is needed. And so in terms of pulling back from society, like anytime we talk, depleting energy, anytime we interact, depleting energy, especially if it's a lot of energy vampires and we know that we're a source of light and we're just giving out continually, like we have to be able to maintain our own cup, we have to be able to replenish and restore. And so with soul retrieval work on this shamanic path of finding ourselves across lifetimes, rebuilding, restoring, clearing karmic debt, healing, like understanding why on so many levels, and that will resonate with you however it resonates, but that can take a lot of time and energy, and sometimes that might look like laziness or not working to other people, but the slowing down, the rest after connecting with the fragments of our soul across the ages and coming back into full strength and full alignment and full forgiveness for our past errors, 333, past mistakes. I don't really believe in mistakes because this is all part of the lessons, but in past lives we may have been dabbling in things that we shouldn't be dabbling in, and that's why the learnings and the lessons have been so hard, and the remembrance can be so traumatic and chaotic because we go to realms that have been, well, misunderstood and distorted by this modern society's perception of other dimensions and other realms, because a lot of people don't believe they exist. And when we do come back to the awareness of soul living, heart-led living, where we listen to our heart, we listen to the calling of our soul that leads us to people, places and things that connect us to our overall healing. Like, that is the journey of life. This is a game. This is how to evolve, how to level up, how to learn. And our soul leaves traces across the ages of things that we need to work on so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. And I always say I'm not a purist, because Earth School, Earth Game, whatever this is quite a weird and distorted and funny place at times. It's also incredibly powerful and beautiful, and we can make incredible connections with other beings who've connected with their soul as well, and I'm very, very grateful for those it's like folk and country type, for those folk who are also on a soul-led journey, because I see the light, I see the soul in them, and I'm really, really grateful to be connected to some real warriors, because this is not the usual path people take. We're the outcasts or whatever, you know, the loners. And I don't want to go down the route of old black sheep and all this, but those of us who know that we've never felt we fitted in anywhere, 545, that we've, you know, before we settle, we got on with things, we try to do things in the way that they tell us to do, and then we're just like, this is not working. Why am I even attempting to go down this mind-numbing, boring path of society, modern society's timeline? Anyway, clearly loads of exclamations going on now because I've got the Fairy Realm Collective in me and could say a whole lot more right now, but I won't. I'm just saying rest. The energy coming in now is intense. Soul work is intense. Speak to our ancestors, speak to our guides, speak to our higher self, speak to other awakened souls. Because really that is the only journey of life, is to connect with the soul. And that can be enhanced with nature, that can be enhanced through many different practices. And I don't want to keep spouting what I do, because I believe we all get called to things that matter to us. Rather than trying to embody somebody else's path, and because she's doing sound healing, someone else has got to do sound healing, and mimicking and copying the blueprint of someone else, why don't we find our own blueprint? Why don't we find what works for us, really and truly, rather than going, oh, she can make a buck over there doing that and da-da-da. No, it might work for a while, but long term it will just crumble, because that's not what somebody else is meant to be doing. If you're looking over there, what are they doing? We can find our own path. And the guidance available now is really, really powerful. And I would ask, and I would pray, and I would create altars, and I would cleanse, and I would do whatever calls us. Might not be crystals at all. Someone might not want to work with crystals. That's absolutely fine. There's other ways to connect with the earth element. If you don't swim, which is a shame because it's highly healing and it's incredibly powerful as a form of exercise, but there's other ways to connect with water. You know, if you don't want to light incense because you don't like flame or other things, there's other ways to work with the fire. You know, and breath work and meditation. Well, there's other ways to work with air, reading and thought, and even dancing, because you're flowing into what's around us. But anyway, rather than rabbit on, 838, souls are calling us. The souls are really, really, really being activated right now, so more power to the people. And 848, and let's go for it.